Yeah. Wake up in the morning, you know I do this shit. Life is good.
Cannon.
Yo. Yeah. 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 We ain't got time. I drop my demons out. With my mind. Run around town with a bad bitch. Seeing dang. All these niggas they got right here. They stay lying. We ain't got time. I drop my demons out. With my mind. Run around town with a bad bitch. Seeing dang. All these niggas they got right here. They stay lying. 4, 5, 6, 7 bitch keep calling my line. You can't like me, nigga, next little nigga stop lying. Talk that talk my limb, I'll live my life. Chopped up chicken and shrimp cut in my rice. Spanish bitch come by me, I can make my wife. She want new Versace, put Medusa on the eyes. Been cash card, got them sisters about to put them on the flight. Diamonds in the car, yeah, lens, you can see them in the night. Cowboy man, that's why my jeans so tight. Driving on lanes, don't think you really wanna ride. I'm gon' want one on you, none of my kind. I see some many watches, ain't wasting my time. We ain't got time. I drop my demons out with my mind. Run around town with a bad bitch. Seeing dang. All these niggas they got right here. They stay lying. We ain't got time. I drop my demons out with my mind. Run around town with a bad bitch. Seeing dang. All these niggas they got right here. They stay lying. My bitch fine, you ain't lying, my bitch bang, these niggas been bang, but my down keep bang, these hoes be bang, these niggas be bang, bitch on the bone, yeah, bitch light, got a bitch in the line right now, yeah, said she got money, yeah, solid, yeah, I don't do solid, yeah, ugly, you know me, yeah, cold outside, I need a long sleeve. Falling on your hole like Kobe. Ducking on your hole like no beat. Bound head like lovely. Payroll, watch my no bleed. That way there. I'm in the dead. Hand check. Turn your hand. Take your bed. We ain't got time. I drop my demons out with my mind. Town with a bad bitch, seeing dang. All these niggas they got right here, they stay lying. We ain't got time. I drop my demons out with my mind. Run around town with a bad bitch, seeing dang. All these niggas they got right here, they stay lying. So many hoes, I had to go and just switch it. Raps on my jeans when I'm still on my Rick stage. I show you rose gold, but it's not no big fist. Bitch, you know where the bricks stay. Yeah, I walk like a lick, ayy. Got a big Glock on my hip, ayy. Yeah, fight where my stick stay. Fight where my stick stay. You made this year on my 32nd. I fuck a bitch on the perk for an hour, don't do 30 seconds. I'm from the 1600, so I don't fuck with no 30 seconds. Freshfield, Dave, you know how we rockin', you know we gon' wreck shit. Recipe Chico for that boy, you know that I'm gonna keep flexing. Sometimes I still call his phone, sometimes I still go to text him. He was lacking by the I can't believe that they next him. I was standing by the odds, I had 30 on my weapon. I'm standing by the odds, I'm standing by the odds, I'm standing by the odds, I'm standing by the odds. I do the dash on the cop, did you the dash on my drop? I turn my top to a boss, fuck you nigga in the law. Baby girl hair gun strong, she said my dick so long. Tell me what you want, I can get you on. Wait, you think he get money? Look at his chain, no pointers. Yes, Molly World, come join us. Yeah, so much swag can afford it. So much swag can afford it.
Morning, everyone.
I be calling your bitch with my bar. You know that on the past tense. I be dripping this swag in the course. Yeah. No, he did. Yes, I did. No, he did. Yes, I did. No, he did.
All right, yo. Morning, everybody. Let me just start this up real quick.
This is something like the Holocaust. Millions of our people lost. Bow our heads and pray to the Lord. Till I die, I'm a fucking boss. Now who gon' stop me? Who gon' stop me, huh? Who gon' stop me? Who gon' stop me, huh?
Black cars, black on black, black bras, whole lot of money in a black bag, black strap, you know what that's for.
Who gon' stop me, huh? Who gon' stop me, huh?
All right.
Who gon' stop me? No brakes, I need State Farm. So many watches, I need 8 arms. One neck, but got 8 charms. Who gon' stop me, huh? Niggas talking and bitch made. Ixnay off my dick snay. That's pig Latin. Ixbay. Who gon'
All right. Good morning, everyone. All right. Mic check, mic check, Discord mic check, Discord mic check, Discord mic check. All right, cool. All right. So yeah, let's see what we can do today. Today is what is it? Today Tuesday? Yeah, so Tuesday today we have no news there. I think it's just pending home sales at 10 today. Tomorrow is the big day, right? FOMC, so maybe we'll have a double stream, maybe we won't. But we'll be here for the morning for sure. Thursday, we got interest rates for the pound and interest rates for the euro. I don't think you have much for the USD tomorrow. Maybe unemployment claims. And then I think that's it for the week. That's all I really have. So nothing too crazy. Oh, I guess Jerome speaks on Saturday at 1:30. Yeah, it's on Saturday. So yeah, it doesn't look too it's just FOMC on Wednesday that you really have here. So yeah, let's hop on to these charts and see what we can do. And we're still in this range here. Wow, we're still in this range. Is it because, like, I came back to stream or something? Like, how come, like, since I came back to stream, like, when did we come back to stream? Like, second week of March or first week? When did I come back to stream? This, like, sometime here, right? I guess you just had, like, yeah, like, this has mostly been just ranging within, you mostly just been ranging within these areas here. And then you had, like, this push here, right? This push here was, like, I guess that was Thursday, Friday. And then ever since then, you just had another range here within this entire area. So just within this range, you've had this, and then you have this, right? I mean, the good thing is that you're outside of this area, so that's the most important. It's just, I'm guessing if you don't get anything today, then tomorrow's CPI or FOMC should give you some more volume for Thursday and Friday to finish off the week, right? But looking at price here, you're below here, and I wonder if there's a possibility that you could come down to create some bottom wicks within this area. I'll say within this area, right? Because looking at prices, there's nothing in really here for the bottom wicks. Like, there's something missing within these areas, like liquidity, right? So there's a chance that you can, like, kind of make your way down here to break those lows, and after that it has a decision to make. It'll have the decision to either come back up to the top of the range here, like that, to continue up, or it has a decision to hold the range, right? So you might get, like, something holding the resistance here, and then you get continuation down towards, like, the next area, which is here, right? So, like, it's pretty important. I know we're below here, but that doesn't confirm that we're gonna continue heading down yet, right? This can still come up. My only issue with it coming up is, like, are you gonna get some bottom wick first? All right, so we'll see over the next session, and I guess tomorrow's session, what happens before FOMC. But that's kind of where we're stuck in right now, and this range is a lot smaller than this range over up here. All right, so this range up here was like 1.8 thousand pips, and this one's like 670. So obviously, like, triple basically of what that is. So let's see. So if you get a bottom wick on price, you're looking at, what is this? So if you get a bottom wick, you're looking at like 49.40 for a bottom wick area, I'm assuming, just because, like, there's no bottom wick here on this candle. Going across, there's like some areas of rejection here as well. So it's just like right below here, right? It doesn't have to create one, but if it were, I'm assuming that's the area, right, within this area. Between 49.60, 49.40, right? So we'll have that marked up for that. And then you have, like, obviously in the way down, you have a support formed here, right? So if you come down to tap 49.40, you're gonna have to break this minor support here. You can also just go ahead and put resistance up here, which I'm not gonna put anything down there for now. I can leave something up here at like 49, 40, 50, 60 within this area. So I guess, like, within this overall range between or no, I think this would be the overall range, yeah. So 50, 60 top of the range, and then 49.40, unless I find something else here. What else is there? much is this range? 1700. Yeah, I think I'll leave it as that. I think I'll leave it as that for now. Just like 50, 60 is gonna be pretty important, and then 49, 40. Maybe we can also just put something here then. But none of these zones are too important right now. There's just like to identify the ranges. It's not anything for like buys above here or sells below here. It's kind of just like zones just to identify these areas here. So once we actually start breaking out of this, tapping these areas or coming down tap these areas, you're not going to see much movement, right? So it kind of sucks because, well, it doesn't really suck. It's just price being price. But it's nothing different from yesterday's NY session. Yesterday's NY session was in this area, and the Asian was like here, didn't do much. London didn't do much. So now we're back at NY within the same area. But yeah, well, see what it gives us. I mean, if it starts moving, right? Obviously, you can't really do much in this range here, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah. So let's see. 49, 40, 50, 60. $50, 60, 49, 60. I think we'll leave it as that. I mean, and we'll wait to see whether this can break out today. Like, it doesn't have to tap 60 or 4960 or 5060. It's just more so of just like the first breakout is gonna indicate your first initial volume coming in, kind of like what we had on last Friday, right? So when you see that happening, you can anticipate volume, and then with the volume, now you gotta anticipate ideas, and once you have the ideas, you can anticipate entries. So it's like a 3-step process, but we're not even on step 1 yet. On price. Yeah, that's it. I'll leave it as that. Alright. Any questions? I think it's pretty straightforward. Just like basically nothing. Right, just marking up the zones, same type of conditions as yesterday. I think it's just important to accept that this is just price, though. Like, you know, price isn't really like manipulating you or like coming after your stops or anything. It's just price being price. So if you can sit through this, however long it takes, it's been like a couple weeks already. Where conditions return normal, where conditions change. For instance, we go from like a range cycle right now to more of like, or range liquidity cycle to more of a drive cycle. It becomes a lot more straightforward. But a lot of times in these conditions, traders start to like change their strategy or like adjust the way they trade. And then when conditions change, they're like, what happened? So yeah, just gotta just be able to sit through this. But yeah, I think like, I mean, worst case, we'll call that 10 if it's like this rangey. If it doesn't pick up, you have no news today, so it's just purely price unless you get some unexpected news. I mean, pending home sales, that's it. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm trading double session tomorrow because I'll be here for the morning, but I don't know about FOMC. I usually don't trade FOMC, or lately I haven't. Fixture cam is very zoomed out. What if that's how I want it? What if that's how I wanted the camera? Great analysis. Do we buy or sell? All right, man. Only 2K balance? Yeah, if you want to watch a bigger balance, you gotta watch another stream. This is this channel is only gonna show a 2K balance. Spreads are actually pretty tight right now. It's moving a little bit, so I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say like what I say earlier. Like once you like break above here, break below here, you start to get volume, right? Like I wouldn't. You might even be okay with the break of this area because that would bring in volume, right? Because then as it breaks below, it can do anything, kind of pop back into the range, or it could create like lower highs to continue down to the bottom of the range. It can do whatever it wants to do. Yeah, you have like 108 pips to go though until that low breaks. Spreads are pretty tight. Spreads were tight all day yesterday too. Just didn't get a movement. The spreads today, same thing. Let's see. Maybe I'll add a zone here. This is gonna be. Guess we'll leave 49.85.99. 49.85.99. 49.85. 49.85. Yeah, I'll leave it around there. Leave something there. What is your view today? Is it worth trading? I don't know about right now, but just have zones ready. I'm not. My mind's blank right now. Looking at price here. But once we actually start moving here, we'll get more ideas. But that's how it always is, though. Any session you come to the charts, it's like it's not always a trading session until our zones really get tapped here. So just have the zones ready, marked up. But you don't have to like force yourself to take a trade. Like you don't gotta force yourself to take a trade, or force yourself to prove something to yourself by taking a trade. Don't act like it ain't easy. Don't act like it ain't easy. I'm way too rich for you to leave me. What is the bias for today? The bias for the day is I'll say none. Blank. Jam. I promise you guys. Like I'm actually blanked out. Like when price doesn't move, I really disconnected. Like I'm not even looking at the charts. I'm looking at a blank screen. I don't know. I don't have a bias. I usually don't set a bias. It's price is kind of just stuck in the range here, and then once it gets going, we'll get more info. But nothing right now. It's just sitting here. Because why would you waste your energy looking and analyzing this range, right? It's like when you know there's nothing happening. It's just a waste of brain power. I'd rather use that for when things get more volatile. You know what I mean? Perp trades up. Or perp cup. Purple FX cup. I use a 0.06. Oh no. Well, right now anywhere from like 0.04 I think to like 0.14 because stops are really massive. So the bigger the stops, the smaller. It's been frustrating to find direction. Yeah, you just chill out. Just chill out. Wait for price to move, make its first move, and then whatever price throws at you, you can dissect it. But you don't have to make a prediction or make it harder for yourself when you don't have much info. All right, because I just don't have enough information to say much right now, aside from the fact that we're in a range. Australia, mate. In it, mate. In it, mate. In it, mate. Sir. Yes, Sahil, how come you spam that like every day? Like, shout out to India, man. But yo, you be spamming that almost like, every day, I think. And you don't say anything else. You know what I mean? You can say hi, you know? Like, what's up? How you doing? No, we trade. Do you take a break before you trade every day? No, we trade every day. I take weekend breaks. Did you trade FOMC before? What is your approach to it? FOMC. What is my approach to FOMC? Same thing as I do now. Like, I think before maybe I have like a buy stop and sell stop above the highs and the lows, but for FOMC or CPI anything, I just cannot wait for numbers to come out, and then it could be 5 minutes after, 10 minutes after, 15, an hour after, but usually when price aligns with my levels and zones. So I don't do anything different from FOMC. I just or news. I use news as volatility, so I approach it the same way. But I don't really like try to take advantage of news or try to get in position during news. I just believe that there's a more like probable approach to it. So that's kind of how I approach it. Smart from the city, what's up? Love from the US. What's up, Bougie? I need to get like a live person sitting right here and chatting to me. Fuck. Maybe we'll get one. I need a live person sitting next to me. Put me on. Do 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 do. It's my author in chat. All right. Don't act like it ain't easy. Where's 1 mil count? I was on the live when you hit it. Well, guess what? You might be in the live when we hit 2.3K here. Oh, you just said that us. Maybe a random location where there could be some people in the trading floor. I could do that too. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see. That's actually what I wanted to do before with a group of people. But then all of them just went and go ahead and took some funny deals and shit. So I just couldn't do with them no more. That was a vision we had though. Yeah, that was cool. But I don't know if we can do that no more. I was talking more so about like I just need like, you know, I need a person here. Fuck. Use a head trader? No, we can all be same level trader. No head traders. Everyone got their own trading on the floor. That's all. That's what I wanted to do. But it's a little tough finding like consistent profitable traders that just don't that are like with the vision until like a certain point, and then they use you, and then it's like, okay, I don't need you no more type vision. But now it'll be cool. It's just tough finding a consistent profitable trade that's like really trading. Spreads are actually really tight. Like, I don't know, it's because maybe the broker tightened their spreads, but the last 2 days spreads have been really tight here. Like, this looks like nothing on the minute, on the 5. Do you guys think we're gonna get a move today? Or do you guys think that's gonna be another rangy day for until FOMC tomorrow? What do you think? Damn, it's fucking that bright. How is it possible that we have 211 viewers but 7 chatters? 7 chatters? Or 4 chatters? Like, damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chatters maybe. To be fair, there's nothing really to chat about. When the conditions are moving, I'm not really just kind of chilling. What's your question? Perp trades? Oh, yeah, you're an OG, right? I think I remember you from 21 or something. I think it's 21. Meter charts, I think. I think so too. Oh, sorry, what's your question? You said. Should I take a break? I can't get out of this red month. Who dumbass gonna tell me to take or gonna tell like? Do you think you need a break? You think sorry, you think you need a break? Do you need a break to like reevaluate your trading? What do you think? Because I can't really answer that for you. I would always say no breaks, to be honest. Because when you take a break, you're missing out on the next market cycle. That's going to be important to keep track for when you are back eventually. So then, as you take breaks, imagine you take a break for 3 months every year. You're 1 year behind each year. You know, I don't know. Like, I would rather just fight through it, because eventually you're gonna have to fight through it anyways. Alright, you take a little break, come back, you're the exact same person. Versus like when you try to fight through it, at least you're making progression. Maybe like when you're getting a little, when you have a red mud, maybe lower your lots, lower your risk percentage or something. But that doesn't mean like don't show up. I think showing up is gonna be very important. Cause it's really just about journaling. Like once you journal enough and once you learn enough markets, because like look, think about it. Like let's say like January to March, you took a break, right? Let's say that market cycle was range. Like next year, that same market cycle, at least like now you're gonna know how to trade that market cycle next year, right? And as more years go by, like you get more used to that cycle, and then you start learning the other cycles in the markets, all the other quarters that move, and then you just understand what the market's throwing at you at all times eventually, right? It's like the only reason why like I know not to think in this range here is just because of 7 years of doing the same shit, like 7 years of seeing the range and in the past being part of it, and then learn to not be part of it, and learn how it can affect my mental, right, in trading. So that's the only reason I know. But I wouldn't have known if I took a break. You know, like imagine I try to trade this range, I blow my account, and I try to take a break. Why? Like, because it was in the range, but you wouldn't have never known that if you took the break. So I think it's just best to fight through it usually. Seven years and no breaks. I could take Christmas breaks, like that counts. Like I take Christmas breaks, but Christmas breaks and weekends, yeah. The longest training break I've taken was like, yeah, it's probably 3 weeks on Christmas. It's so sunny now. Baby some. I mean, it's up to you. Like, I don't know. I don't know what your mental could hold, though. Some people might need more breaks. Some people don't. It's up to you and your personality. I blew 4 accounts. My first account blew around last week, January 25th, after take a trade as yours, but still, like, no regret. You blew an account last week when we didn't take a trade? You think you can build a stronger mindset, or you got it, you don't? Honestly, I think when it comes to traders, I think it's you got it or you don't, to be honest. I think it's you got it or you don't. Some people just don't have it. Some people don't have the discipline or patience to sit through it. They can learn it. I think everyone can learn it, but do you have the commitment to learn it is another issue. Right, it's gonna be a lot more dreadful too if you've never seen like success in trading before too. So yeah, do you have the commitment? Like, where do you get that commitment from? Right, like how would you know like how much is worth to put your time into it for? So I'll say yeah. It's either you got it or you don't. For a scalper, you don't take a lot of trades. Yeah, because I think it's like kind of dumb how just because like you're a scalper, because usually people look at scalpers and be like, oh, you probably take a lot of trades, right? Because you're trying to scalp the market. It's like I'm just a day trader. That's why I say like I think I'm just a day trader. I don't think I'm a scalper. Like, there's no label on it, right? There's no label on the swing trader. You gotta take 4 trades. Like man, I can be a swing trader and take 300 trades still. I'll find a way. You know what I mean? It's just like there's no rules to it. There's no description of what trader what is. Like you don't need to follow any booklet, any category of trader you are. I'm just a day trader. I get like 2 or 3 trades a week on average for the last year. I don't like the term hyper scalper though. I hate when people use the term I'm a hyper scalper because then they're just giving them an excuse to like take more trades. So it's like, what you mean you're a hyper scalper? When you enter down, once we break out like of this range, I think like above 50, 60, or like we tap into 4985. So you see the 2 ranges that are the 2 lines that are like covering these ranges from like here to like here. Just waiting for that to break, either or. It doesn't matter which one breaks, but just one of them to get some type of movement. What's up, Addy? Last week of 2025. Okay, yeah, last week of 2025 was a rough. That was when I first came back. Yeah, my trading from like that previous summer all the way until like that was like my roughest trading ever, all until up to March. It wasn't until March where like March was like okay, things got consistent again. And ever since last March until this March, things have been flowing. We've taken like 3 losses since last March. That's actually fucking nuts though. Chat, we took 3 losses since last March. We took I think a loss in April, a loss in June, and then a loss in January this year. 3 since last March. 1 year, 3 losses. That's actually quite nuts. It's just kind of crazy to think about. I mean, it's just trading, right? You're looking at percentage gains. It doesn't matter, but to look at it, it's kind of crazy. Cause I hate the incoming comment now. It's gonna be like, it's so easy to risk like X amount of pips, and that's not my point here. Okay, like if it's easy, congratulations, welcome to the successful trading team. But it's just kind of mind-boggling. Biggest psychology issue you face at the beginning of your trading career? Everything. Honestly, everything that you can probably think of. Like I think everyone to deal with everything. I think you gotta get through everything. Like having an issue, not over leveraging, having an issue over trading, having an issue taking trades that weren't part of my playbook. Like everything, literally everything in the book. You kind of need to put a checklist and tackle everything down before you get successful in trading. Carl 6199, no worries, man. Never hit a dry point for this long. Yeah, no, I hit a dry point for like let's see, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, like 2024, 2025, 7 months. That was like I've never felt like that for that long. Usually before that, it was like maybe 2 months, a month. Never like 7 months them. But you gotta just keep showing up and just journal. I think journaling is very important too. Journal really helps organize the trades. And just keep showing up and keep journaling. There's like no magic in it. There's no magic in what we're doing right now, guys. Look, like we're literally just waiting for price to tap into like 50.60 or like 49.85. Like there's no like magic. Like I'm not here like it's gonna do this and then this and then this and then it's gonna do this and I'm looking to grab a position here. Like none of that. We're literally just waiting for it to tap here or here, and then we'll think about the rest. Like you gotta think about one thing at a time in trading. You can't think too far ahead. Because sometimes you don't have enough information. Sometimes it gives you enough information to think that far ahead, right? But sometimes traders don't realize that's what's stopping them from thinking that far ahead on certain days. So then they come to the charts premeditated. Like, oh, the last 2 weeks did this, so then price should do this today. It's like, how do you know? It can change. Why do you spam it? Like, how come you have every message sent in like 4, 1, 2, 3, or 5? Please don't stop streaming, at least for the next 2 years. Hey man, one day, if something happens one day, I can always come back to Divas 01. We trade that up here in the future? No. Oh yeah, I think I'm open to it, but right now, no. It'll be like US 30 maybe, or no, fuck US 30. I think just GJ or something probably. I'll try to do, cause I've had a little bit of experience with GJ. Or silver, another metal. Why not? Similar movement. Any books you recommend for beginner traders? First 36 months. I don't know. I can't really give a recommendation for a book because I didn't really get any books in trading. Like I went straight for YouTube content. That's how I learned. So I can't really recommend anything. I mean, people say like Mark Douglas, Trading the Zone, but I mean, you could read Mark Douglas, Trading the Zone, or no, I did read one book. I read the Japanese Candlestick Bible. That's the book I read, and I just learned a little bit about candles, just like Japanese candlesticks, so highs, lows, closures, and all of that. The patterns you can kind of just throw out the window. But I think it's good to learn the basic foundation of candles. But I don't know. I think a lot of books are just bullshit though. Like I never, like even Trading the Zone, for instance. I think it's just okay. It's not bullshit. My way of learning. Okay, no, I take it back. It's not bullshit. It's just that my way of learning is like I gotta apply it. And like when you read too much, you can't really apply much. Like I guess it works too. You could apply whatever you read, but for me, it was just like I'm a visual learner in trading, so I just looked at videos, different traders, and got like an idea for what they were doing and how they were doing what they were doing. And then that's when I learned to take the hows from what they were doing and not like what they were actually doing from them. And then that's what helped me develop my strategy. That's what I started doing onto the charts for myself. I don't think it's bullshit though. I think what I meant is just like, if you don't apply, it's bullshit. Because you have to find a way to apply it. You can't just read all day or like watch videos all day. You know, you can watch like a million trading videos, but if you're not actually sitting there through the session and sitting there, like you can read a million books about discipline, right? Are you gonna be disciplined? Probably not. But if you read a million books about discipline, and then you sit there and you're actually disciplined for the session, that's one session. Come back the next session, do the same thing. That's 2 sessions, 3 sessions, 4 sessions. You got a week now being disciplined. Yeah. But that's the hard part, right? Applying it. Yeah. I was just speaking from something else. I don't think it's bad. I think it's just, if you know how to apply it, doesn't matter what content you use. I'm kind of doing the opposite right now, going with little info. Yeah, that was me too when I first started. I jumped straight into it. Like I rushed the process. But then if you continue doing what you're doing, you'll get somewhere. But then eventually you realize that you're gonna cycle back to what you originally did from when you first started trading, or things that you learned, because then you're gathering all the information around other things. That's just how I learned, right? I rushed the beginning. I gathered info on a bunch of other things that were, I would say, more advanced than the beginner stuff, and then I eventually learned the beginner stuff. So it all works, whatever. How much tuition you think you paid before becoming profitable? I don't think I've ever paid for a course. I think it's all, you can find stuff for free online. You don't need to pay for any education. You could if you want to speed it up. But it's this commitment. Like if you commit to these live streams like every day for like 4 years, you could get somewhere. It's gonna take you somewhere. Or like the past live streams when we used to run them, like 2 years straight. I think like 8 months I think on this stream right now, like 8 months to be like somewhat understand the strategy, and then to apply a full year, right? Because there's a lot of different ways to apply the strategy. So I think like 2 years you can get a decent understanding. I don't know about profitability, because then that comes down to just your mental and how sharp you are there, or learning how I approach it, and then using that to approach your playbook, make your own playbook, right? But like the hows is what's important. But it's free, right? Like literally free. Maybe like YouTube ads y'all pay for, but you don't need like to pay anybody for like any type of mentorship or any of that. Discord, it's not really open right now. Maybe soon. I'm still deciding. Must we accept these massive ranges will remain like this for the rest of the year? It's a range. Like, I don't think so, but let's say it is. Let's say that's what happens. It's no different from like 2021 to 2022. Then if that's the case, because then it's not really a range no more. If it's like a higher time for range like this, but then on a smaller time frame, you start getting opportunities within the ranges. Like, these moves, like the range gets bigger, but like the movement looks a lot more volatile. Eventually, it's tradable. It might not be your 100 pip 5-minute candle. It might be your 20 pip 5-minute candle. But eventually, if we actually range for the rest of the year, it's gonna be tradable. The markets will move within the range. Like you'll still have your N1 session pop, right? That's why like I say not to focus too much on like how much you're moving in terms of pips, and look at it from more of like a movement standpoint, like market cycles or market structure, right? What's actually printing? Same way with finding your stop loss. Like make sure you have a strategy around your stop loss, because then when conditions change, you're not doing anything different. It's like you're looking for the same pop, the same glitch. The glitch might be 10 pips, not 100 pips, but it's still gonna be a glitch because you're still getting that same sharp movement. You know what I mean? So if it is a range, don't worry about it because it's gonna be tradable. Conditions would make it very tradable. The only thing is you'll range a lot more, like you'll range a lot harder. Pin that. Do. What happened here? So you had like a little move here for NY 830, and then you kind of had a pullback here. Lower highs formed, and then now you're coming back down to retest the lows at 50.10. So yeah, picking up a little bit. Same old range though. Well, I see open here too. Let's see what this does here. That's a long way to go, man. All right, Addy. Did you just change your name? The fuck? Addy the Baddie. Lost another brother. Well, I don't know if it's good or not. Some people having 10 AQs in the chart. Rainbow are over. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think as long as it works for them. There's nothing wrong with having 10 indicators on your chart. Because I think some people generally do need 10 indicators to because they use, some people use indicators as confirmation. Some people use price action as confirmations. For me, I use price action. People use 10 indicators. Same thing. You're using a confirmation. It's only when you're following the trend and use indicators, and then you don't know what you're really doing. That's like the issue. But if it generally works, then it looks crazy though. Throw up the YVO. You guys ready for a movement? Oh, actually moving here a little bit. What numbers do you use? Certain numbers of pips from one end to the other. I just take this, I draw this from here to here, and it'll give me let's say 740 pips here. So, or it says 7,400 points, which is 740 pips. I just take this on empty file the crosshair, and I just drag it from one end to the other to measure. On TradingView, same thing. I think you just kind of take this and you kind of just go, oh, we take this, the ruler, and just measure it. Like that's 2,300 points. That's 230 pips. $1 is 10 pips. You know? We're only looking for gold buys. You might only be looking for gold buys. I have no idea what's going on today, so could be both. The first three numbers on the right. Sorry, what'd you ask me earlier? What numbers do you use to determine the numbers of pips from one end to the other? Oh, I told you I use this, but if you're looking at these numbers to the right, then from 50.60 to 49.85 is gonna be, let's do the math. Hold on. So that's 600 pips plus 15. 750. This is 750 pips, right? Am I tripping? 720 pips. Yeah, so around there. 750, 720 from here to here. Yeah. Every dollar is 10 pips. So 60 plus 15 is 75. That is going to give you 750 pips. But just use this. This you don't need to know on off that bullshit. You can just kind of measure the ranges here. There's a lot of things that I still don't know, like in terms of basic concepts of, for instance, like I don't even know what the definition of leverage is, or like the definition of like spreads is, or a definition of like futures, or a definition of like commodities, or a definition of like I know what they are, right? But I don't know what they actually are. There's a lot of stuff that you can just you don't like. You need to understand. You need to know what you're doing, but you don't need to know the full lengths of. I didn't know what imbalance and like all of that stuff is. Addy, can you tell your mans to stop spamming, bro? Beginner friendly stuff. Yeah, go to admeast.com. Playbook is out. This should be decently beginner friendly. Spaceman Sam, yo, that trade. Are you still in that trade or you got out? You got out. I think you got out yesterday, right? Fuck, imagine you're still in that shit. That you'll still be in here in that same range right now. The people want the emotes, Discord, and a trade. Come on, guys. One thing at a time. You have a little bit of volume here. Am I on mute? Okay, no, I'm not. Yeah, you have a bit of volume here. NYC came in about 10 minutes ago. So I think around here, right? So you had the initial pop. which wasn't bad. Like NYC was roughly like 150 pips here. NYC open, and then you had a little pullback. See a little bit of structure, just a little bit. All right, so now let's see. Can it make its way up now towards here, or are we gonna come back down and break below 5,007? So we'll find out here what happens. I think that's a 5-minute leg candle right there on the 5. Someone asked about the 5-leg candle earlier. This is your 5-leg candle. Usually on the 5-leg candle, you would expect it to get filled. Doesn't have to, but I'll say 60% of the time it does get filled. And then you're looking for just like you're paying attention to like the movements of it, right? So for instance, this is the leg candle right here in the 5. This is the body area right around here. That's the leg candle body, right? So if you were to come down, usually you open up. It doesn't matter the exact order, but usually you'll come down towards the body, and then reject off the body, right? In this case, it rejected already, and then later on you'll look to see if it can re-break the lows or re-break the body area, and then hold the body area, and then as it breaks this, that's usually will be where your ideas are. We don't have any ideas here for the leg candle, so we're not going to attempt anything, just because of where we are in the range. Usually we'll want to see it like line up with like the perfect range, or cleaner ranges. But in this case here, this leg candle is going to give you, I think, 50 pips there if that continues to re-break the body area at 50.23. So it's just like structure, really, at the end of the day, that you're looking at. That's all that it really is. We do have emotes. I don't have the emote on YouTube I want to use. Now look, we have some fire emotes. Look. This one's mad fire. Look. That emote right there. W emote, or nah, these are mad. Why are these my emotes? Why do I have all of these emotes? Now ready? This one was mad fire too. Holy. Yeah, I need to get rid of these emotes. Yeah, we'll figure it out later. Sorry. We have 71,000 traders online right now. That's quite a bit. That's a lot. We have news in 15. orange folder. We'll see how that comes out. Damn. Hold on. Oh, in chat, 1 minute. All right, yo. No, I didn't take a trade about you guys. We're back. Sorry, guys. That was took a long time. Hold on. All right. So what did we miss here? Nothing, right? I think we're still in the range. Yeah, there's a little drop here. Nothing crazy. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. It's picking up a little bit. It's picking up. You had this, I think the 5 leg candle finally got filled too over there on price. So, yeah, it's not bad. You have a bit more volume here. And yeah, spread's still mad tight, which is good. And I think the 1 hour candle opened up just now. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see if this wood is going to continue down. I think earlier we mentioned that there's a chance that you could get like a bottom wick at like 49.60. So that's kind of what I'm still looking for here. And then when it comes down to zones, like we have like a bunch of areas that we can look forward to. Like for instance, like here, there's something here like between like 49.85 to 49.60. So we can take advantage of that range. Or we can also take advantage of this range coming down towards like 49.85, 49.60, right? But I think it's just important like how much volume there is on the way down here. That's something key that we're gonna look forward to. So yeah, give it some time here. 1 hour just opened up, and I mean we have more volume here, so I'll probably extend it to like 11. I mean like we always extend it to 11, right? But every like 15-minute count here, we'll check it and see like what's up here. See if there's still volume. But yeah, it looks pretty decent actually. Doesn't look too bad today. I don't know if it's gonna be a directional day, but even if it's not a directional day, you can still get that bottom wick on price. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a directional day to get liquidity. It's a range / liquidity type of day. Directional could be more of like Asian, London, all that. You can still also get a steeper top wick here too. If you do get a steeper top wick up here and then you make your way down, then that can also be interesting as well. But yeah, so far 1 hour looks pretty good. Like 1 hour looks pretty good. I don't know if you have anything else here. Am I missing anything else? On the daily, no. On the daily, no. 4 hour, no. Just looking for a leg count, see if we can get filled. Reggie and Penzo, yeah. See any leg counts that I don't see here? Am I tripping? I don't think I see much. I think it was just that one up there that I saw. I don't think you have anything else today though. Nothing, right? Yeah, so let's see. You don't like that 1 hour close? I love it. Well, I love it in terms of like it looks like it's gonna be decent for the volume. I don't know if I'm not gonna say I love it in terms of entries because we have nothing right now. But in terms of volume, it looks pretty promising for volume. So let's see. Let's see if you start glitching down here. It looks like you're gonna get something, some movement. And you have the minor zone right here at 5,001. So yeah, this looks pretty good here. This looks pretty good. You can kind of like just like cover your eyes and just go off of like your heart. No, don't do that, but it looks pretty good in terms of volume. I need to clip that. I need to put that leg candle video on the Nightbot thing. Exclamation leg candle takes you to BitMeSumm's clip channel. Because he made a video on the leg candle that I had on stream. How much is this range? So if this comes down for 120, we'll see how it reacts at 5,000. And then that's also the 4 rebreak, so we'll see how it reacts there. I'm assuming it's gonna pull back again or something. And then continuation. So how long has that gone for? Like 15 minutes, 20? So I didn't think it'll take that long. It usually doesn't take that long, but yeah, they were just doing stuff. What link? I gotta do it on Nightbot. I gotta get the video from BitMeSumm's clip channel on the leg candle. He clipped me talking about the leg candle on like one of the first streams back, and then I'm just gonna do exchange point leg candle, and then every time someone asks about the leg candle, boom, right there. That was a good trade in DBS01. What trade? I don't have a trade in DBS01 today. Do I? Oh, when we were gone just now? Oh yeah, that was crazy. Like we caught like the entire move. It's insane. That was an insane trade. Yeah. That was good. Caught like 100,000 pips. You guys remember that video when that guy asked about he was like that one rapper, he was like I got a sponsorship. The school gave me a sponsorship. It was like 5 to 15 million, some shit like that. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta find it now. I gotta find it. I gotta show you guys this video. He's like, I got a scholarship. It was like 150 million, something like that. Or he got a 50 million scholarship to play for a band, but he chose rapping instead of like, he turned it down.
They offered me like 15, some shit like 10 million or something like that. 5 million, something like that.
Wait.
A scholarship.
Okay, but not $5 million. They offered you $5 million to play the drum.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Like, what the fuck y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? But I was so younger, like,
Wait.
I didn't know what it was.
Are you sure they offered you $5 million?
I turned it down. It was a scholarship, like, I had to go to school for this decade.
But you get $5 million?
Yeah. That was it was somewhere, it was in the millions, though.
Listen, man. It obviously worked out because you have a gigantic.
I had to go to school for this decade. Shit, crazy. I would have turned it down too. Had to go to school for this decade. Come on, man. Gold, can y'all do some? I'm not even looking for a trade. I'm just looking for some volume. You know, sometimes you can't ask for too much. You gotta just ask for like one thing at a time. So volume is next, and then come some ideas, and then come some trades. You know what? The earlier we get the volume, the better, because if if volume kicks in, like let's say volume kicks in right at like 10:30, you're not getting a trade until 11:15. So we might as well just hop off. I think they patched the spreads the entire thing though, because spreads have been tight for 2 days and you have no movement. I think they patched it. Double stream tomorrow? No, sir. No double stream tomorrow. I'm probably just gonna stream in the morning and that's it. I don't think I'm streaming FOMC tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be here for the morning though. I'll be here in the morning in the AM stream, but the PM stream, I don't think so. If I change my mind, I'll let you know tomorrow, but I don't think so. I think that'll be it. So this 1 hour candle made its way up, made its way down, start the 1 hour candle, and then made its way back up to make a high. And now it flipped. So if it re-breaks the lows, what you have is you have a bit of structure now. So you opened up here, came down for a bottom wick first, came all the way up for a high, came towards the flip. Now you're hovering here. So as you re-break the lows here, you can get continuation down, and that can be your move straight down towards this 5,000 zone, which is gonna give you a range of, I think, 76 pips. So it's not too bad. I don't think we're gonna attempt anything, but that is next. So if that can be a quick push straight down towards the bottom of the range there, then we can get some ideas. Let's see how rapid this push is here. So where's the bottom of the 1 hour range? It's gonna be around here, right? So let's see. How much is this range again? So yeah, coming down towards the 1 hour, maybe. Let's see, maybe below 5,009 to 5,000 could be something here. Again, the 1 hour looks very good in terms of volume, right? And with the information you just got from that opening right there, that's like, that tells you enough about structure. It's like you came down first, you came all the way up, came towards the flip, you started hovering a little bit, and then you, as you re-break the lows, it's here, right? So usually when you re-break the lows, you have a higher chance of pushing through. I'm not gonna get in on like the re-breakout lows or anything, but there is a chance if you like push down and you pull back and hold, based on the volume, you could get ideas. But I'm gonna require like another pullback probably. It won't just be the first re-breakout lows, because that can still re-break and flip up, right? This is still a bullish candle still. But if you create structure, different story. You can look for something within these ranges. I took in that trade we took on Friday, the second one. It was at the exact same entry area as the one from beginning of March. It was like exact same price point, like this range and this range, same exact thing, and maybe even here too. But that tends to happen to us quite a bit. Just get the same repeated ranges, trades within the same ranges. You can imagine here too. Look at that and this one, right? We took the same type of idea in the past there. So it's not a coincidence. It's just like in terms of traffic and clean traffic, that's usually where price pushes through at. So it just happens to be the same areas over and over again. So let's see if this can break, right? You want to see this push down below 5,007 here, and then you want to see dollar signs. You want to see a pullback or something. And then you can do whatever after that, but after a pullback, re-break the lows could be volume. You want to see a glitch too, right? Like the way it glitches down here as well. So 5,009, I know we have something. No, I don't have a line here. I think I just drew a line for like that's not really support, right? I think I just drew 5,009 there for the reference of the 1 hour low break. Don't mind this line here. So far struggling kinda to push down. It's not really the most consistent so far. Had to go to school for this decade. Alright. Broke the almost 9 pips away from breaking the lows here. So this, you need to see this glitch, right? By glitching, I just mean like glitch, literally just like strong pops through like that, would be nice, and then a pullback or something, and you look like that. And then after that pullback, you can do whatever, right? But as it re-breaks the lows after a top wick, let's say, that could be something within this area, within this range here. And the reason why you want those lower highs to form on the way down is because like this is right now your high, right? But you don't, we have no confirmation that this is gonna be your high to take you down towards here. So the more lower highs you have, the more confirmations that'll be, because it's just more structure. It's like every time we pull up, it's like that should flip price and, you know, take price up. right? So that's why these lower highs are key. This is key, and I guess this is key, because that'll confirm for you whether it's gonna push up or not. But the more lower highs you get, and it's like it's not pushing up, as you re-break these lows and create more structure, it should just be clean, 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 clean. Fucking on mute. Oh my god. Yeah, anyways, I'm just looking for the re-breakout lows, I guess. When was I on mute? When did I click that? I feel like there's a ghost in here clicking mute or something. But yeah, you have clean traffic to, what is this? You have clean traffic to 4999.20. So, well, I want to see this break the lows here. If this can break the lows there, pull back, hold, that'd be very nice. And if we can't get this range here, that's okay. We'll have more ranges below it anyways, right? But yeah, you finally broke the 1 hour lows. I think you just broke it again. You got to pull back here, so not the consistent volume that we want to see yet. You want to see it start glitching, right? So you don't have the glitch yet, which means that any breakout low can give you the glitch, which means that any breakout low could push price down, which can make you miss the range, right? So it's only if you get the glitch and it actually gives you enough of a range, because the glitch is like, unless you get a really steep pullback right now, like let's say you get something like this, and then within one motion you get the glitch, like volatile consistent pushes all the way down, then sure, there's a chance that you might not miss on this range, right? But I'm assuming if you get a glitch, it'll look something like that, and then that's like basically the whole range. You can't really grab that. So be patient here. 10:30 approaching. Could get ideas very shortly. 1 hour looks very clean. I was saying earlier when I was on mute, The 1 hour candle, you have something here that's holding, right? This area is just holding the same thing I did here. So I'm assuming you can get this. I also did say too that I don't know if this is gonna be a directional day, right? I know we have range of 49.60. If it does continue down, because there's no bottom wicks within these areas here. So if it comes down, that'll be liquidity. But that could be liquidity to go back up, right? I don't know if it's gonna be directional yet. If it breaks below 49.60, then sure, directional day, continuous ranges down, and that could even be priced in for FOMC tomorrow. But one thing at a time right now, right? So we don't know what's gonna happen at 49.60. We don't even know if it's gonna make its way down towards here yet. Because this thing is still ranging. Will be stops? I don't know yet. We gotta see how this really pushes down. Hold on, let me see. Maybe we can get an estimate. It's actually not bad. Maybe we can use this. 511. 5131. We could be aggressive and use 5060. I think 5060 would be management anyways. So yeah, we can hard stops above here, then manage it above here. If we even get something here. This is looking pretty clean. Pretty clean. All right, cool. So there's a pop. Let's see. Is this? You just want to see it break the lows there, and then a pullback. It hasn't been consistent, right? I think this was pretty consistent up here, right? This one that happened at like 9:30 when I was like off the charts. So far, this has been whatever. But yeah, you want to see a glitch here. So no entries yet. Hold on, you want to see a glitch, and obviously the range is again smaller because it's like slowly coming down, but it's not glitching. So we need to wait for that. All right, so you still have a bit of range here. Let's see, is this gonna pull back to 5,007 now? All right, let's see if it can do that. And then in one motion below here, it could be some. Any leg candles here we could use a reference? No. So how much is this range left? Like 19 pips to the bottom of the range. Let's see, can this tap into 5,007? And then I think the only way it can be possible here is if you get like one clean push back down after tapping 5,007. I think you're looking at probably, let's see, what are we looking at here? $5,992. What is this? 100 pip range. So you have to pull back here, right? So it's very important now. You want to see if that was a glitch, that was like continuous volume, then this should continuously come back down in one consistent motion. If it's like this is already not looking like it's one consistent motion, right? But if it's like 2-3 counts that it takes to come down, we'll wait for the same thing. We're probably gonna have to miss out on that range from here, and we need to wait for another glitch, because we need to wait for that glitch every single time to confirm volume. You can't trade about volume, right? So nothing yet. I was somewhat close, but I don't think we had anything there. Yeah, you have range until like 49.92, so it's 100. I thought it was a little more. I guess down to 49.60 is a lot more, right? But I don't think we're gonna attempt that far, because that's like the overall area. We still got levels to break, for instance, like 49.90, 49.85. If we get ideas below here, in different story, you know, you could attempt that. But one range at a time here. What lot size? If it's like 1200, I'll use like maybe 0.06. 0.06 lots. Same as last trade. So it's 10:34 here. Still got a bit of time until 11. I think we'll give it until 10:45 here. If we're still in the same range, then we'll call it a day in 10 minutes. So don't mind this. These are just like topic areas that we wanted to see being tapped, right? Obviously, you got 5,007 now, but question becomes, can you continue down here? How did that 30 close? Yeah, 30 had no barely a bottom wick. If it's an issue, then we'll see it be an issue by this count going up. It won't come back down again. Yeah. This is also good information too. Like, it doesn't have to just come down today, right? It's like I don't really have a bias. We're gonna also still get buys. I'm assuming that's gonna be more so above like 50, 59 though. I'm not, unless you like shift down here and then after like, cause after you get the bottom wick, right? Let's say you get that and then you shift up, we can look for ideas here. But that's the only way you can get buys really, if it's not just above here. But it can also still come up, right? You don't want to be like sell down for like one idea or one type of direction, because it can still go both ways today. Even above here, what is this? This is a doji right here. These two candles combined. You can put something here at 50.29. How much is this range? That's a leg candle, right? Right there. That's 280 pips. When did you introduce a glitching term? I said like 8 months ago. 8 to 9 months ago, maybe even a year. 8 months ago, I think. It's just like volume, really. It's just like just a way for us to confirm volume. I don't think any of this has been glitching so far. We're just kind of anticipating it. Not Don, I'm already on long. You're on a long to 5,006. Me a short. A long will be going up, man. Oh, that's a leg count on the 5 right there. That's interesting. This 5 leg candle. This wick fill is 60 pips. Let's see. Can you glitch here? Because you got a better pullback now, the lower high, right? Remember, any lower highs could take you up. Right? We've had maybe just this one initial high here, and any lower highs is like, could be a is like, you should go up, right? But then if it rejects, then they become lower highs. So then the structure coming down becomes stronger. But I think this is your steepest one so far. That's very good. Can you get a pop? We had to go to school for this decade. It's my first entry of the week. Hey man, good luck. Actually, you don't need luck. There's no luck in trading. You got this, man. Is the 30% win rate worth to trade? Can you improve it? Can you improve your win rate? If you could, then that's not a good trade. Is this like the best possible decision you can make right now? Right? If it's not, then you can wait for a better trade. Yeah, but this is why you need a playbook, because then everything you take in your playbook is a high win rate trade, because you already eliminate all the bad ones or all the weaker ones. So then every trade you take becomes like highly probable. Not on some like egotistical shit. Every trade I take is a high win rate trade, but more of like just if you develop a playbook that has a high win rate, and your lowest win rate is like 86%, let's say, right? That's now considered a very high quality playbook. Right, and eventually that 86 will be eliminated too, but it's like you worked your way up from like 30 to 50 to 40 to 60 to 70, 80, right, all of that until a very high win rate. So then you won't even be asking that question like, is it worth taking a trade? It's like you see that play, you're taking it, not like no hesitation. It's like done. In your head, it's already done. Before you even get into the trade, BE, stop loss, all that already set in your head, done. Right? The result is up to price, whatever that wants to print. But there's no questioning. That's when you have a playbook. But yeah, 30 could be good. I mean, I know people who have a 30% win rate, right? And then they have like a positive RR. I'm sure it works. I'm sure it works. Yeah, like I can't really tell somebody that, like, I can't really say like, if someone asks me if this trade is good, I can't really say yes or no, because I'm not like taking that trade for one, and everyone has a different idea, right? you might see something that I don't see. Like there was plenty of times where I take a trade and someone's like, yo, I don't see what you're seeing. But that doesn't mean it's not a good trade, right? It's a good trade in your eyes. But I can't really give an answer as to what's good, what's not, because I don't know your full strategy, right? All right, some decent volume coming up here. I mean, I don't know about decent at this rate, but let's see what this minute count could lead to. What do you guys rate today? I think I give it like a 5 out of 10, 5.5. I might even give it a 5.5. Probably wondering why. It's a range. It's pretty decent. The movement's in the range. It's decent today. I know we missed on this entire. We're gone here to watch this. Maybe 5, not 5.5. 5 out of 10. We had like one idea that we came close to, and that was it. Tomorrow's FOMC, guys. So if you don't want to, if you didn't do anything today, it's okay. Tomorrow you have a double session. If you're trading both sessions, NY and FOMC. Or you can just have, you can say, you know, you have the next 50 years of trading, like you have your whole life. That's why there's no rush. If you're going to do this until like you're 60, 70, 80 years old, it's like, what's the rush, man? For what? To prove to somebody that you can do it in your 20s? Like, the fuck does that even have to do with anything in your life? Right? Like, it doesn't, like, at that point, you're just trying to compete with, like, others and stuff instead of living your own life by your own means and your own terms. But what? For what? To prove to, like, the next 23-year-old that you can do it? You know, when you do it for life, it doesn't matter if you don't get a trade today. Come back tomorrow, right? Come back next year. Come back in 3 months. Or whenever that next opportunity comes. But eventually it will come, is what I'm trying to say. And when you look at it from like that perspective, there's like a lot less pressure than it's like, oh, I need to pass this funded by this week. I need to pass this funded by this decade. You don't gotta pass the funded within this decade. Late session move. Did we get one? I think yesterday I said we'll get a move yesterday. We didn't. So we were, I think everyone said, I think it was 60-30 on the poll. It was like 60% yes, we'll move. 30% no. Today, I gotta see by the time you hop off here, but it looks like no. We won't move after we hop off. Or maybe you gotta throw some reverse psychology on Jerome. Oh, look. So look, you flipped on the 1 hour candle again. So look, this is what you have now. You have an opening that came down earlier, opened up here, came all the way up to make a high, came back down towards the flip range, came all the way down here, range a little bit, and then came all the way up now. This is what the structure looks like now. So if you were to come back down again while holding these highs here, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to get a pop. You're going to get some volume. If you come up here and re-break, I mean, we're not going to do much, but we'll watch it. Next range is here. So I'm assuming that's going to be your range fill between like 29 and like 21 or 18. But if this does break the highs and then come all the way back down, that's gonna give you a lot of information. Like there's no reason as to why it should do that. It should continue up, right? Like generic price action, like level 1 psychology. But then level 4 psychology shows that if you do re-break, it's like, why? For what? And then that's when you start hunting. You're up 120. Yeah, this thing could run too. You can run for another like 110 for you here. Let's get in. Let's go. Let's get in. Let's go. Damn, you have me playing from another room, Reggie? Shit. Do 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 do. Let's see. So this move up wasn't bad. The volume was there. Like, it wasn't bad. It can pick up for sure. This is your first higher low since the move up. So you've had this, and then this is your first high low, basically, right? So let's see. It didn't break this high yet. Remember that high we mentioned like 5 minutes ago? Didn't break that high yet. Let's see. Let's see what price does here. 5 no top wick, 15. I mean, could flip. It could be a leg count of 15 closure, 2 and 10. Hopefully not though, but yeah. 1 hour flip. Me in like year 1, year 2 trading here. Year 3 maybe, year 4 even, would take a buy stop right here in the flip. Right? That's something I think we'll do. 4 hour flip, 1 hour flip. We'll have to go buy stop. Or we would have been activated on the buy stop maybe. And then we would have been looking for the wick fill for like 120. File looks very clean here too. You have a leg candle below here as well. Let's see though. This could be a higher low, right? And if it is a higher low, then that's just more structure here. So you have like this, you have a little bit of here, you have a this, right? If you continue up, you can look at it and you can be like, oh, that's some structure now, right? And if we do come down here, we're gonna wait to see if this could break the lows here at 5,002. We're not gonna take a sell stop right there, definitely not. But we'll wait for that to break the lows, right? And I think this is the 3rd time you're coming down, so we can target 81 if it does, instead of or maybe a little higher, maybe like 85 here. But we do want to see that break the lows, pull back and hold and all of that. And also on this move down, you want to pay attention to the way it comes down, because if it comes down a lot quicker than it move up, then that's going to tell you a lot of information right there. And this time looks a lot glitchier than earlier, right? Earlier it was like very slow. First 15. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, that is a leg candle right here. Yeah. I'm off the meter. I'm off the meter. Do 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 do. ABC XYZ. If we push them for the 1 hour close, they might close as bearish too. Yeah. Hopefully not a leg candle on 30 though. Like, it can still come up here, right? Like, chat, it can still make its way up towards top of the range. This might not even be a directional day, or a directional push. This barely moved yet, but this can still be a higher low. I do want to see if this can just break first to confirm that it won't be or decrease the probability that it will be a higher low. Increase the probability that this is a lower high that respected this lower high. Like candle mods. Huh. Yeah, you guys called the leg candles for me. That's good. That's teamwork though. That is teamwork. I think we'll look at the 15 here for reference. So basically just like, I mean, I want to see probably like a push down towards at least like 5,003 and then a pullback maybe to like 5,006 and then a re-break of lows could be something for us. So you want to pay attention to like, if this 15 does it within one motion, that'd be nice. That's why I'm looking at the 15. The trade is based on like the 4, the 1 especially from earlier. That one looks very clean. Holding that range there in the 1 hour structure. But you know, these small time frames you're using just to look at structure, and then the 515 you're looking for that one motion. But you're relatively using all the time frames there. And then yeah, maybe we can get a push towards 8 to 5. 9 to 5 is your next stop. I think that's 60 pip advantage point you have there. So BE could be like within these areas here, trail stops on the way down, you know. And if you push through, you push through. But at least BE and trail stops and all of that you want set, right? So move coming down isn't too crazy, at least yet. Like you're looking to see if if this move coming down could be sharper and like a lot stronger than the move up here, but it looks relatively the same here so far, right? This move up and the move down is pretty similar. Now let's see how it reacts within this range now, because this is the range. So if it continues, then I'll tell you a lot. But that's where you're sitting right now, within this area. And that's the bottom delay candle too. I think for now we're looking for below like 5,000, right? Yeah, we're looking for below like 5,002 to break, right? But if, let's say, just throwing ideas out there, let's say you make your way up here to break the highs above here, and then you shift back, you can start looking for the leg candle fill below here. But you're gonna have to break the highs first if you want the ideas below 5,007. If it comes down from here, then we'll let 5,007 to 5,002 just fly through to confirm that volume and that low. So we don't do anything too crazy, right? It's very straightforward and simple. There's obviously a lot of like context to it, but that's just because I'm trying to explain like everything to make it make sense to you. But it's like the same repeated stuff we're looking for and saying every day so far, if you've noticed. All right, so let's see this range here. So far, one clean candle push through. You have a 1 hour closure in about right now. 1 hour closure right there. So let's see. Can this is gonna be important too. If you break the lows, you can flip on the one, and that one, when it flips, could take you back up. If it doesn't, it re-breaks the lows again, and that's your move right there. That would be your idea. 15 is also a leg candle too, though. That's the issue. 30 minute isn't really one. 30 minute is more of like a doji bearish one. Doesn't change much, but the 15 is a leg candle. So if that is an issue, we'll see it rejecting all of that. But you don't need to assume, right, that it's going to be an issue. And that's what we used to do before. Like, we'll see a candle bomb wick, we'll just assume that's going to be an issue. It's like, how do we know it's going to be an issue? So remember, you have the leg candle body reaction here, right? That's also another thing as well. Off the blue zone, because the 15 was a leg candle earlier. So if this 15 is a leg candle, it's an issue. I mean, it's coming up right now. So like, if it comes back down, it won't be an issue no more, right? And also, I mentioned that if you come up again, because this can still be a higher low, this can still come up. This isn't really bearish or bullish yet, right? It's still within the area. If you come up here, break the highs, and then you shift back here, we can start hunting for ideas below here instead. So we can shift the zone up because you're making a steeper zone. So really what you're doing is you're just like kind of following price, right? You're just grabbing this range. So let's say right now this is the high and we're looking for sells below here, right? Below 5,001. Okay, cool. Let's say you come up to make a new high. Let's say it's up here, right? Let's say it's like up there or up here. Let's say it's like up here in this area. Right? As you come back down later on, you're going to look for the sells below here. But it's the same zone that you're just dragging up and down. And that's like your range 1 and range 2 and all of that. I hate gold right now. It goes up, it goes down. Well, yeah, there's nothing confirmed yet, right? You don't gotta waste your energy like looking and hunting for that. Like it doesn't need to move today. Price can move like in 5 weeks for all I know. Right? So you don't need to like just wait for it to actually break out. Wait for it to actually move, because you're gonna get sick of looking at the range, and then you're gonna start blaming yourself that you can't get a trade. It's like it's not your fault, man. Just the market just isn't moving, right? I feel like the mornings fly by in these live streams. Like I can't believe I've been live for 3 hours or 2.5. All right, so I think very shortly here we're gonna place a session stop loss. Okay, so what that is just like we'll place a zone. If it breaks that zone, we'll call it a day. It's past my my training window is coming to a close now. So I'll let this candle. I want to see if you can break this high first or flip. But once we do either or, we'll start placing that. $270 viewers and 16 chatters. Ben me giveaway. Oh, I wanted a Ben me today. I was gonna get a Ben me today actually. How'd you know? Yeah, I gotta look for a Ben me spot. Miami over here. Pencil, you have a W YouTube channel. Chat, have you guys ever seen Pencil's YouTube channel? Click on his name. Gosh, you're a crazy gamer. Yo, you speak mad fast though, I'm not gonna lie. You speak mad fast, Pencil. I thought I spoke fast. You're like, you speak mad fast. You sounded old though. Like you sound like you're in your 20s. You actually have a good following, like a crazy following. Tung, tung. Oh, the glitch. Sorry, guys. BRB. All right. Let's see what happens now. So you didn't come up to break the highs, but you came up to make a new high, which is a lower high. So a little bit more structure, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So let's see if you can get a rip. Let's see if you can get a rip here. I think we're going to place a session stop loss right here, though, at like 50.21. If you break 50.21 today, or you start ranging until like 10:30, 11:30, we're going to call it a day. All right, but session stop loss is in place, not a trade stop loss. So don't get that confused. We're not in no trades right now. We have no trades, no positions. But that is a session stop loss up at 50.21 because that's like 3 times you tap those highs there. Why didn't it drive up? No clue. Should it drive up? Ideally, 3 times you break, high probability, yes. But 3 lower highs now, high probability you can get a continuation down as well. So that gives you the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? On his head. I guess you don't know. Do you offer millions and millions and millions? Damn, it's actually about to be a decade since I started streaming, chat. In 4 years, it's going to be 10 years since I started streaming. The first day I started streaming was March 23rd, 2020. How'd you find videos like that? Easy, bro. Your name is you're commenting on a YouTube channel. All you gotta do is click on the YouTube channel, and then everything is there on the YouTube channel. What you mean? Like you're typing on the same YouTube channel. What you mean? Farzo streams too, I think. Farzo here today? I didn't see Farzo today. I think Farzo streams some games. Raul Jokic, what's up, man? Raul Jokic. Thank you, man. You were a kid, bro. You were like my age, like 6 years ago. So yeah, we're the same age. Bro, look at my old videos on YouTube. I was like a kid too. Tombo, how to manage risk under 10 pips. Another 15 leg candle if we close bearish. On a 15, yeah, 3 minutes here. Let's see. Are you Korean? No, I'm not Korean. I am Vietnamese. That look Korean, bro? I'm not. I swear Koreans are way more pale. I'm like Southern Asian. Who is that? Who's Bill Skarsgård? I'm scared. Look, bro. Who is this? Oh, the It character? Nah, that I can do the face, but I'm gonna save it for a special stream. The It actor. Now I don't think we the same age. No, we're not the same age. I was just trying to say like 6 years ago I was 20. 19 actually. 19 turning 20. You were 19 7 years ago? Alright guys, I'm tired. I'm gonna close chat for 5 minutes. Alright. 15 closed there. 15 closed bullish. And yeah. I don't think anything changes. It was close to being a leg candle. And we're about to find out we have volume here, but it looks like you're still struggling here. Like lots of range here. So nothing that we can look forward to at the moment. Yeah. See, give it another 5 minutes. If we're stuck here in 5 minutes, guys, in the blue zone, I'm gonna call it a day, okay? And we'll move on to tomorrow. You know, we can look at it as like, oh man, Don, you came back to the markets, to the streams, and things started ranging. You came back at a bad time. Or we can look at it and say, you know what? I came back to save some accounts because I taught you how to trade the ranges since you came back, right? Because we have been in the range for the most days of these streaming days so far. And you now know how to approach it. So that's a good thing. Doesn't always be like a trading eventful day, right? What's up, Wicked? New here, how often to place a trade? 2-3 times a week on average. We had 2 last week. This week we have 0 so far. Take care, Silver Rio. Appreciate you for showing up. W Silver Rio. Soy, what's up, man? I remember you. OG. Where's Perp Trades? He was there earlier. He was an OG as well. Y'all remember Perp Trades? Perp Trades. Perp Trades also an OG. Leon, what's up? You say OG one more time, I'm gonna get to rolling. Wicked, when are you gonna be back? When are you gonna be back? Like back? I know you're busy right now, but like, we need you back, man. Is there a group where you guys post the trade? Well, every trade I take during the NY session, it gets sent to this channel. The signal channel. And yeah, you get alerts there. Or just tune to the streams. But if you want alerts, there's only one way to get alerts. Ooh. Never mind. After this week, I'm fully back. W. That's good to hear. Couple more weeks. We might have some new mods in here. How do I join a channel with the trades? You got to go to see that link at the top in the pinned comment. Go on that link, click on the homepage, and there should be Divas01. Divas01 is where I call the trades out. But I don't trade any other session though. Like I only trade the NY session, so I don't trade Asian. I don't trade London. I just show up for NY and trade it if there is something. That's also another reason why. Oh, it's starting to move here. All right, so we're actually breaking out of this blue zone here, guys. Let's see what this does. Is it gonna break 5021 here? How far are we away? 67 pips. Don't mind Smart from the City. Don't mind XYZ ABC, man. He's just an OG. Straight back into the blue range. Yes, sir. That's good. That's very good. Okay, guys, hold on. We might get something. 1 hour reflipped again. Right? So you want to see, this is like decent. You've had these earlier. Fifth time you're breaking at lows. Every time you break the lows, the higher probably you can push through, obviously. But this is the first push. So let's see if this is a glitch. We don't know yet. Right? It looks like you had a decent push, but let's see. It looks like we might have to miss on this 5001 range though. Right? We still got a little more room to go. If you can get another glitch below 5001, and below 5001 we start hunting. Don't mind these 5001 zones here and here. That was just like my target, my break-even areas earlier and trail stop zones. But yeah, could lead to something here, okay? But you want to see some volume here for sure. And then we can also move the session stop loss down. So let's move it down towards 5017. If you break that high, we'll call it, because that's the new high you made, right? I can't imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times you re-break again. Should go up. What lots we run? I don't know. Yeah, I think earlier we mentioned like 0.06, maybe around there. So Farzo, what's up? W day fire emoji. Wow, you spoke clear again today. That's a 2-day streak. W day fire emoji. Wow. Stops above 21.26, management above 50.46. 21.26. Huh? Wait. 51.26. Oh, was it that? What did I say earlier? Yeah, I think somewhere around there. We got something. Chat, if you guys enjoyed the streams, leave a like, sub to the channel. Appreciate you being here today. Sorry, couldn't get anything, but it's good. I think over our W day still for patience. Not much we could have really done so far anyways today. Not much has happened. But tomorrow we go again. We're still here though. Maybe you can get something still, but leave a like and sub to the channel. Turning on your noti bells. We'll be live tomorrow morning again, probably. Alright, can this be the glitch? Sometimes your CPI is like priced in, right? So I was hoping today can be priced in. Or today in the NY session tomorrow. Priced in would be a lot bigger push than this. Like a lot bigger than this, so we'll see. This thing breaking out lows again, so that's good. More structure, more structure, more structure. Right, you see this? More structure, more structure, more structure. You just don't have a consistent push yet, so maybe you can get another pop here below 5,001. And I think the next area is 4,999. That's like the next tough zone. So we'll see how price reacts there. And then yeah, below 4,999 or 4,995 especially, we have more range. Earlier we were hoping to get ideas below here, right? But the issue with that was just it never glitched until now. Right? So when it does glitch, you might be able to miss out on the range here, which is what we missed out on here. But at least now we have confirmations of volume. Now it's just a matter of if it can continue down, right? So no stress, don't stress. You know what you're looking for. You know what you're avoiding. You know what you're waiting for. You know what you're going to miss out on. You have it planned. So next idea is, let's see, can you get a consistent push here down towards 50.95, right? These zones earlier, don't mind it. It was just like my BE and trail stop zones, but we don't have anything here, so we can't really do anything here. I think next thing we're looking for is below 49.95. See the volume though? It's a lot more consistent now. Like it's actually coming down compared to like how it was like within these areas here. Maybe this is clean, right? That was the initial idea of it, but then this was pretty slow. This is very slow. This has been pretty good. So volume is here. All right, so get ready here, below 94. All right, so same thing, same ideas as Friday, or same ideas where I do want to see if this can glitch through, pull back, when motion re-breakout lows, we'll look for something. If it comes straight down towards 54,960, we can look for a wick entry buy there, but that's still far ways, right? 49.64. Daily kind of reflipped here though, that's good. Wow, we're just gonna hop off too. So 30-minute closure. 30 minutes gonna close. I think you're looking pretty wait, let's see. This can go here. No, I don't want to grab the very low 94 though. Yeah, no, you're looking pretty could be a leg candle at 30. It's pretty bearish candle though. I was trying to see earlier just now if we could if it comes up for a top, we got 597, we can take this, but I think 94 is too heavy, or between 99 and 94 is too heavy. You want to see that just clear out. All right, 1 minute until a closure. 30-minute close, strong bearish. If the 30 minutes is a leg candle, we'll see it be an issue here. This is a nice pullback. That's good. So let's see. Can you re-break the lows here? I think below here should be pretty clean traffic all the way down towards the bottom of the range. Below 94. Yeah. You still have this range left. Right, you have all of that, and then below 85, worst case too, you have that too. But you see how we're not like selling down for like less, like we're like planning for the move prior to it happening. Like you don't want to chase the charts here, right? The charts, you want the charts to chase you. So like you want to plan out your ideas, and if that exact thing prints, that's when you get in, not like, oh shit, it just moved, because then that's just FOMO, right? I know this is the first move of day 2 or the first move in 2 days, right? So you may have a little bit of extra FOMO, but this can still be corrected. This can still come all the way back up, for all I know. Use the RR. Give me like 1 second. Elevate. Arc Raiders. Yeah, Arc Raiders is fun. I just haven't had time to play it. I played the demo when it came out. The what do you call it? The playtest or something? Is this glitching? Let's see. You can treat this as a leg candle right here on this this right here. So I'm assuming we're gonna miss on this here, this range coming down, and then this right here, that's a leg candle body reaction, and then below here, below 85 downwards would be pretty nice too. Unless you like pull back here towards like 5,005 and then you come back down, then sure, below like 94 could be something. But right now I have below 85 here. And you have all this range down. Below 85 you can probably target 64, so that's like a 200 pip range. This thing on today? Yeah, this thing is on, so that's good. Let's see, what would be our stops and all of that? I think we can probably attempt. Is there anything here in between? I think same thing, 5109 or something, and then manage it above here. So I think 0.06 lot would be my stop, would be my lot size here. This is looking very good here, guys. Starting to glitch more consistently. Let's see, can this give you a pop here? You want to see this pop for 60 pips. Yep. I'm mad hungry though. Alright, I'm expecting a reaction of 85. One, because there's like a support there, obviously, and two, there's a leg kind of body area there. But after that reaction, that's when we'll start hunting here, right? Or if it just pushes straight through, pull back, taps in this area, the re-break at lows off the bat. Let's see. All right, can we tap 87.46 here? $87.46. I would look for wick entries, but it's not like directionally yet. Like below 64, I think that's when it's a little more directional. So then these wick entries here would be valid, right? Like I would take one right here if it was like directional at like 90 zones. But look, you got to pull back. So let's see, can you come back down within one motion now below that breakout lows? If it's not one motion, like within the same candles, it's like 2 or 3 candles on the way down to re-break the lows, then we'll wait for the second re-break, which means that it's just going to be this. It's just going to be boom, re-break the lows again, pull back, you'll see something like this happening, and then the re-break of that low, right? Don't worry about the range because you have all the way down to 64 below 84 or below 87 here. So far, yeah, it's not bad yet. I think you tapped into that 4990 zone, right? So you got the reaction off of that area. But it's looking like a second re-break here for us. if that could continue down. This thing could still come up. So that's why these lower highs are very important, especially at these heavy zones. All right, so coming down. So it's not going to be the first break. Let this break again below 81. And then it doesn't have to be a heavy break or anything, but just like a break and then a pullback towards like 83, 81, and then continuation. Should be a straight move down towards that 64 zone. And then BE trail stops could be like on the way down here. All right, we have a bunch of zones marked up in case it rips through. But yeah, all the way down towards 64. Don't mind these areas. You can kind of just block this out and treat these as dojis right here. This and this. This should be pretty clean traffic towards 64. All right, did you break? Kinda. Barely broke. Is it going to be another pullback towards 87 here, or is it going to push? If it's another pullback towards 87, then we can take the re-break. If not, then second re-break here. All right, now you broke. So now can you pull back towards that zone now? Towards 83. 83, can we tap? All right, no 83 tap. All right, you tap the next zone. Can you pull back now? We can just keep moving that down. These zones don't mind again, just BE zones and all of that. All right, so you got to pull back here. So yeah, on this re-break here, right? This is gonna be the re-break that we're gonna take. The re-break of this low here. So get ready to market X as it re-breaks the lows. How much range you got here? 20 BE. Yeah, you got some range. It could be a quick pusher too, guys. So get ready, okay? Like TP 64, BE zones could be 75, 72 trail stops and all of that. But this could be a pretty hard push down. All right, so gone sells there as he rebroke the lows, market X. TP, I'll place it down here. BE is going to be 75. Yeah, there's a strong push. BE 75. Can we, once he rebreaks his lows, we'll trail stop loss. But we are BE. Can you re-break? No. Okay, yeah, there's no re-break there. But yeah, very important to have like BEs like set prior, right? Like we knew for a fact like this is gonna be your BE 20 pips. Tap that zone. It actually came down towards 38. What I was planning to do there was move stops to BE at the first zone, and then second zone becomes like a trail stop loss zone. And then yeah, by the time if it came down to rebirth the lows, I would have just moved my stop loss from break even to like 75, right? We'll let that trail, which was I think 20 pips in profit. We'll let it trail for, but it didn't do that yet, right? So yeah, not bad though. Like we had that push, just nothing was like aside from BE, it wasn't really like continuation yet. So we'll wait for, I'm gonna journal this out, and then we'll come back and see what's up. We still got, I think we still got range below to 64. That was like the bottom wick target areas. But yeah, we'll see what we can do next. But I'm just gonna journal it out. But yeah, I think that was like BE, or a little bit like in profit, but you know, BE basically, nothing too crazy there, right? But yeah, market X in the re-break. All right, cool. So let's go journal this out. I didn't think we'll get a trade today, actually. Looking at the ranges, I was like, no way. And then 11, it volume came so late today, like 11. 17, 3, 2026. That trade was taken at 11:41. New York, gold, bearish bias, normal, Xauusd. Just a regular breakout. On the one, clean traffic, current high, low, 4 stops, 1 hour, next large part resistance, BE, yes sir. 1 hour, and then I think we look at the 15 there, right? Earlier when I said the 15, pay attention to that. But just like just expecting a range fill coming down. BE, but I put, if it's like -$5, I'll put a loss. If it's like plus $1 or -$1, I'll put a loss. If it's plus $1, I'll put a win. So technically that was a win, but yeah, 162, $1.62. Pips wise, that was like 2.7 pips. Max drawdown, was there drawdown there? I don't think so, right? 4 pips drawdown. No, I don't think there was drawdown. That was 0. Max profits 30. What was it? 37. We got peak. Exit reasoning, BE. On the minute. Scenario is, I think scenario would have been BE. Either way, 2.7. And then let's do this journal. Three 17/2020. It's over here. 3/17/2026. That was at 11:41. NY gold. Sells breakouts, current high or low on the 1 hour time frame. Time frame 2.7. All right. We tried, right? Decent volume. We peaked 30, but the plan was for me, I wasn't too worried about like these areas here rejecting, but obviously we gotta have like BE set up and all of that, right? So we set that up, and then if it ran, it would have ran, right? I think Friday trade same thing, like came close and then it ended up running. Today it didn't run, right? But same plan regardless. Just have your BE set up, and that's why I kept telling you guys like, yo, it's gonna be a quick push here, so just get ready, okay? You gotta be quick with it when it comes to just having those zones marked up prior, because once it happens, you're not hesitant. You're not like, oh shit, this drop was pretty hard. Let me let it run. Like, you're not thinking about that. You know automatically what you're gonna do at those areas there. And yeah, you just rejected heavy here. So question becomes now, is this gonna be your higher low? Because this can still come up today too, right? Is this your liquidity / higher low? Is this continuation, right? I know for a fact now that you have a lower high, right? So this entire move down here, this was your first like lower high here. So is it gonna make its way back down? If this was like your first lower high and we were like more bearishly directional, I would have taken a wick entry, right? Wick entries would be fine here on the 15 and the 5. This pullback came up with no pullbacks down. So wick entries, and then you're looking for like whatever, you know, just like a higher low to continue up, or like a looking for like this to continue up, or you're looking for like this to continue down. But it's not bearish enough, right? It's still in the range. You can still come up, so I wouldn't look for that yet. But this is actually pretty good because this can lead to Asian and London tonight. That could give you more opportunities. And then NY tomorrow, obviously, we have that prior to FOMC. So hopefully before FOMC, we get something. Let's see, should I stay? I don't think there's much I'm looking for now because we're only looking for the move to come down towards 4964 or 4960 zones. You came near it, 72. The only other move I can look for here maybe is just the re-breakout low. So maybe what we can do is set like a session stop loss here now on the 1 hour highs at like 5,001. If you flip, then we'll call it a day. All right. If you make your way back down, then there could be more ideas below here, below 7.3 down. I'll place a session stop loss up here. 5 looks so clean for like a wick entry because you have a leg candle on the 15. It's just it's not bearish enough for me yet to say that. You got 2 pips on BE, you got -2. Yeah, B is B. I mean, just set your zones. I think I have my B like maybe like a pip above, pip below it when we had that trade there. But yeah, we'll see what's next. That could be it. We'll see. We have a session stop loss here. 100 pips away from breaking those highs there. Maybe if this 5-minute flips bearish, I'll move it down too. I'll move it down towards here or something. Oh, daily P&L, so 1.62. What is that? Monday, today's Tuesday, right? 1.62. 0.07. Cool. Where is the big account? This is the big account. No, this is the big account. I'm not linking it to none. This is the big account. This is the big account. All right, looks like we're coming up again. So yeah, we have this high right here. You break that 5,000, we'll call it a day. How much does this move total? So those 2 pushes, yeah, it wasn't bad. Like 2 15-minute candles, 30-minute candles span 380 pips. Pretty good. Pretty good. Did we get a trade in this range before? Kinda. Within the area. For my balance start this account, 1K. We made 1.8 on it. We made 1.8 within like the last year on it. Yeah, it's at 1 point. It's at 2.2. I think the peak it was at was 2.6. The peak so far. So yeah, it went down a little bit, but then now it's just slowly crawling back up again. %, something like that. So it's pretty good. Like within a year, who was that last week that had like a 200% account growth in a year? And I was like, that's very good. I didn't realize I had the same thing. I think we're gonna call it here, guys. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. I think that's my day. So yeah, just one trade today. We just took that gold sell, and that gave us basically like a BE or plus 0.007%, I think. So yeah, just basically a BE. And yeah, I think that's it for me. So we're gonna move on from that. I think it's good though. I think it's good. You kind of like, if you look at Thursday last week, when you came down to fill the range on Thursday last week, like this massive range here, the next following day give you a push, which is the day that gave us the breakout. Same thing today on this range too. Today is like that Thursday. Tomorrow's like your Friday. So maybe tomorrow you can come down to break the lows, do whatever. Tomorrow is a big day. FOMC. I don't think I'm streaming FOMC, but I'll be here for the morning. So I'll see you guys at 8 a.m. Okay. But that's it. Move on to tomorrow. All right. Have a amazing day, everybody. Peace out. See you guys tomorrow. Laters. Peace.
Yeah, she wanna fuck on like yes. She wanna lay on my chest. I wanna yell on her breast. I wanna yell, yeah. I wanna pie in the rain. I wanna throw the rest to my dog, fish. Once you run the race up, these hoes not hard to catch. She wanna fuck on the star, yeah. Ride foreign cars, yeah. On the way to Mars, yeah. You don't run out of space. Yeah, I did what I did, cause you don't love me anyway. Yeah, how you change up? I thought this was a safe place. How you say yeah on the face? How the fuck I grow apart from you? Wish I could go back to where we started, yeah. I miss the times we had. Came from a little bitch, I dropped the switch to these hoes too bad. How you fix your just to say what you said? I ain't make you that mad. How you disrespect what we had? That shit a slap to the face. Put a rest for a rainy day. I'ma always be okay. As long as I got my shit with me, I'm forever safe. As long as they pretty, I'ma go get it. I ain't never running out of you. I ain't never running out of nothing. Yeah, you can count it up. Yeah, shot it this much. Yeah, shot it. Oh, you want it bad, that ain't nothing. I already bought it. She threw that pussy, I caught it, I can't even back. I fell in love with it. We on the island, you can't even spot on the map. Yeah, it's pride. I gotta sing it like a choir. You can't pay her to keep quiet. She love when I made her cry. My spit is like I'm inside no ride. Young belt like she wanna bite, yeah. She wanna fuck all night, yeah. She went out shopping, I tell her let's roll. I ain't frontin' my movie, then take from my hoe. Why you frontin' your move, but you know you ain't got it. Niggas go bro tryna pop high pocket. Cause I'm stacking, yeah, you know how I rock it. She just wanna get in my pockets. But I can't go for that, I'd rather be by myself. Much mess up being alone. Won't need nobody else. Don't need nobody else. Don't need nobody. Oh, you thought I couldn't fuck your bitch? Why the fuck you try me? Fully loaded diamonds on my wrist. Yeah, on my stuff. Yeah, I like her. Yeah, I'ma ice her. Yeah, you one of a kind, ain't met no other like ya. Tell them fuck niggas pipe down. I got you piped up. Yeah. She wanna fuck on like yes. She wanna lay on my chest. I wanna yell on her breast. I wanna yell, yeah. I wanna pie in the rain. I wanna throw the rest to my dog, fish. Once you run them banks up, these hoes not hard. Yeah, she wanna go from the star, yeah. Ride foreign cars, yeah. On the way to Mars, yeah. Yeah, I'm running out of space. Yeah, I did what I did, cause you don't love me